it's recording yet. I don't know, but I'm gonna get started. I have been okay. First, if you don't know me, my name is Miniimah. I'm the founder of New Connections, Empower You, and Something Beautiful. Okay, so I don't know if I was recording just a second ago or not, but Miniimah with Empower You, New Connections, and Something Beautiful. Listen, since this whole new life that we have has begun, it's been on my heart a lot to share with everyone how to move through the next hour, next day, the next few weeks, the next few months, the rest of your life with some sense of calm in spite of all that we're being bombarded with, all of the information that's being shared with us over the internet, social media, news reports, television, every single thing about our normal, regular lives that we've come accustomed to has been affected by um, a new concern. So I want to be clear about why I'm speaking. It may seem as if I'm speaking in code, but I'm deliberately using words that are not charged with fear. Okay? We are all uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, incredibly uncomfortable, and quite concerned about how things are going to unfold in the future. Please use this video as often as you need to as a reminder of how important and how effective choosing your words more carefully can be. Because when we use words that are laced and saturated and dripping with fear and uncertainty, then that in turn creates that reality within you. Okay. And it may seem that there are things that are outside of us causing these things. The fact is, those things are influencing them. But if you did not have something, again, if you don't bother children with the details of what's going on, they're happy to be home. They couldn't care less what's going on in the world. And it's not because they're stupid, it's because they are confident that everything's going to be fine. They know that. And I can hear the argument coming, oh, well, because they don't know, they're not grown, they haven't lived life, etc. All of that. I got it. This is not an argument. This is me simply sharing with you the power of your words and your thought process that affects how you move through life. Not just how you move through life, but the quality of your blood. Let me give an example. When you watch a movie, you like that movie or dislike that movie. If you don't like the movie, it's probably because it did not elicit emotion from you. It didn't tap into anything familiar within you. So when you're watching something, if it becomes your favorite, because it elicits some type of an emotion, some kind of sensation, it taps into something you've already experienced. Okay, with that being said, when you are consistently listening to news reports and you're consistently having conversations that stem around how are you going to move forward in life? Oh my goodness, everything is affected. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And everything about everything of your day is connected to uncertainty and what we have recognized as fear, then that um, empowers that emotion, if you will. So I really want to get this information out. The reason I labeled this not fear but discomfort is because fear is also the same vibration as excitement. To be honest with you, if you think about it, you get on a roller coaster ride voluntarily, you're not forced upon it. You choose to go on this ride, you know it's going to to it's going to adrenaline moving. Okay? And it's, if you think about it, it's the exact same sensation as fear. So when you label it fear, then that is what is found. Your brain goes through super quick, faster than Google, search through your experiences of your life, and it connects every single thing that you labeled as fear, and it gives you that. It gives you that emotion in your body. It gives you that sensation. You are reflecting now what it is that you think is outside of you. I hope that made sense. Let's talk about something that elicits a good feeling. If you stop just a second, close your eyes for a second and think of the last time that you felt absolutely phenomenally fabulous. Maybe it was a birthday, maybe it was a celebration, maybe you got a raise, maybe you had a child, whatever it was, got married, whatever it was that gave you that amazing, filled up, full, wonderful, confident, overly joyous feeling, overwhelming feeling of wonderfulness. Everything that you had experienced that contributed to that feeling. If you had nothing to compare it to, then you that term, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm feeling some kind of way. That's accurate. That means that you don't really have something to connect it to. That's what that means. That means that your brain doesn't have anything concrete, anything that in your memory bank that equates to that feeling. When as soon as you say fear, you know what that feels like. You know, okay, there's something going on. That is your body giving you the ability to respond to your environment. If we're not conscious, then we become fearful of everything we don't know. That's not okay. Because in addition to just living at a level of survival mode, which is why many people are like, all right, well, I'm always at survival mode, so now what? The challenge with that is that your body is letting off chemicals that are designed specifically to help you in situations when you need to either fight or flee. We've heard fight or flight. That's the adrenaline is released into your bloodstream so that you have the energy and the focus necessary to get out of dangerous situations. But if you are constantly living at a state of survival mode, then that means that that's always happening. That's always being released into your bloodstream based on whatever thoughts are going through your mind, whatever conversations you're having, the words that you are exposed to, the environments that you expose yourself to. The challenge is that's a great thing. That's the way our bodies are created. We are supposed to have that adrenaline in order to move through life. If there's a dangerous situation, we want to know that our senses give us that, and that adrenaline is there for us to react so that we can save our lives, so that we can survive on the planet. The challenge with that is not supposed to be constant. For example, when a gazelle is out in the wild, if it's being chased by a lion and it gets away, once it gets away, after a few minutes, that adrenaline, they go back down to being at peace. That's the way we're naturally created. We're not supposed to carry that at all times. Why? Because when you are in that state, now your immune system is being suppressed because you don't need to be worried about a stuffy nose and all of those things. You don't have to worry about that if you're trying to save your life right this minute. I don't need my immune system worrying about all of that. I need all of my senses, all of my energy, all of my resources totally focused on getting out of that emergency situation. That's survival mode. That is not where we're supposed to be at all times. That's not where we're supposed to be at all times. That is not what we are designed. Our bodies are not designed to be at survival mode at all times. Okay, so with that being said, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that everything comes back to meditation for me. If you're not familiar with the practice, I will leave a link in the comments that you can use. 5 minutes, sit still, close your eyes, and just listen to the sound. Because why? You can take 5 minutes. Not only can you take 5 minutes, it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to take 5 minutes for yourself, at least, at minimum, to not do anything. Why? Because that which has created every single thing in and on the planet and in the galaxy and all of the universe is there with you. And you can draw from that energy and that pool of knowledge, that infinite pool of knowledge, just by being still. So that is what I needed to say. And I will be back because it is so important. It's very, very key to functioning. And in this state, when we have this medical situation happening, you need, want, and must. It is required wired, that you learn how to tap into that source that is within you and every single one of us. It's inside of you. That healing energy is inside of you. You must sit still in order to receive it, in order to allow it to work at its optimal best. It's always with us. It's never not there. God is always at all times. Always have access to it, every single one of us, no matter where we are, what you believe. You always have access to it. The thing is, you access it and it works best when you are sitting still. So get in alignment with that energy. Know that it's there. Know that you have access to it and know that it is already, everything is already taken care of. But that trust has to be developed, and that is developed in the action, the practice of sitting still. So I'm long-winded. I'm going to stop because I'll come back again. I'm going to learn how to get this down to a few minutes, and I'll be back more frequently. Hey, I believe that. Again, my belief is that God is always in control. He has found a way to make everybody do exactly what you're here to do. Share your gift. Share your gift. Somebody needs it. Everybody needs you. You are here for a reason. It's time for you to figure out what that reason is. Thank you for sharing this moment with Miniimah. Everything is all right, guys. If you're watching too much television, stop. If you're watching the news, reserve a half an hour in the morning if you must. 15 minutes, half an hour in the morning, 15 minutes, half an hour at night. Reduce your conversations around this as much as possible. Get the information you need and then move on with your day and do what you can. And if you are now quarantined with your children, have some fun with them. They're only little for a little bit of time. They're going to be grown a lot longer, God willing, than they are children. So enjoy their time. Enjoy them. Take pictures. Bake something. Do something fun. Thanks again. I'll see you guys later. Love you too, Karima. Mwah.